Hey friends! The last video I showed you how to do automatic double tracking, but if you prefer real double tracking, you're gonna enjoy this video because that's what I'm gonna do today. Real double tracking means that you overdub the original vocal track by singing or rapping it once or several times again. Let's listen to the example I have recorded.
This is a double track. No! This is a double track. Bring it home.
As you can see here, there's only one vocal track in the beginning, and then there are three parts. One is the main vocal track, and one is the left dub and right dub. Because to get that wide and fat vocal sound, I need two overdubs. One pan to the left and one pan to the right. These are the three corresponding tracks in the mixer. The main vocal track, the left dub and the right dub. Then I have sent all three to a subgroup channel in the mixer. And as you can see here, this is where all send effects are. I like to keep the original vocal track and the overdubs completely dry, and then apply all effects on the group channel. I also apply final compression and equalization to the vocal group. Applying all effects on the vocal group will kind of glue them together into one massive vocal track. However, it's best to equalize the overdubs very hard before you send them to the vocal group track. As you can see here, I have filtered out most of the top end of the overdubs. I have also made cuts in the mid-range to avoid piercing frequencies, and the low mids around 450 Hz to avoid a muffled sound. How you equalize the overdubs depends on the vocal you are mixing. However, there are some general guidelines, and that is to equalize the overdubs to make them less clear, which means to cut most of the top end and some of the clarity frequencies around 1 to 3 kHz. This is because you mostly want your overdubs to fatten up the vocal track without actually being so much heard. And as you can see here, they are set to a much lower volume than the original vocal track. Another thing you have to work on is the timing of the overdubs. It is crucial that you get the timing of the overdubs as close to the original track as possible. This means that you most likely will have to cut and edit the overdubs to align with the main vocal track. And you do this by looking at the waveform for the vocal tracks. Let me show you what happens if I move the overdubs so that the timing is off.
Bring it home.
And this is why you have to work on the timing. And that's it, my friends. Check out my other music production tips. I'll see you next time, and remember, you rock, my friends!
Remember to love.